You're watching Central Illinois Newsday.
As the National Mammography Day approaches, Unity Point Health is partnering with the Tazewell County Health Department in an effort to ensure Central Illinoisans have access to breast health resources. Joining the show this afternoon from Unity Point Health is Dr. Christine Wigginton. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. It's my pleasure. So before we talk about specifics about time, location for these free mammograms, let's chat about the importance of mammograms and self-checks.
Yep. No, mammograms are the best tool we have for detecting breast cancer early. And detecting it early means finding it when it's very small and easy to treat and before you have any changes in your breasts.
And what can we do when we're doing self-checks, right? What can we look for? What can we feel for?
Yep. It's very important to know what your breasts are like normally so that you'll be able to detect a change. So feeling any lumps, looking at your breasts, looking for any skin changes, any puckering, any dimples, any redness, looking for nipple discharge that comes out by itself, all those sorts of things that can be changes in the breasts.
And when should women begin getting mammograms? I know at a certain age, I believe it differs, right? So if you have a family member who has had breast cancer, you're obviously at a higher risk. So what's kind of the correlation between those two and when you should get tested?
Yep. So there are a lot of guidelines out there, but all of them agree that starting at age 40, you should discuss with your doctor about getting mammograms and thinking about getting mammograms every year. Now, it's important for all women to actually discuss their breast risk factors starting at age 30, because some women, based on their family history or other factors, may qualify for screening mammograms and other screening tests like breast MRIs earlier.
So let's segue over to when and where. So which Unity Point Health locations can women go to come Friday, October 16th for these free mammograms?
Yep. So we have 3 locations. So we have Pekin, we have Proctor Hospital, and we have the Methodist Diagnostic Center.
And women in what counties are eligible for these free mammograms?
So it's women that are uninsured or underinsured and live in Peoria, Tazewell, Marshall, or Woodford counties.
And just out of curiosity, right, do patients need to bring anything with them?
No, you don't need an appointment, but you should just bring your identification, something that shows where your address is, and that should be all you need.
Wonderful. One last question for you, Doctor, before we let you go here this afternoon. I know we've been talking about women. Is this something that men can participate in too, or is this specific event strictly for women?
This event is for women. We don't routinely do screening mammograms for men, but it's also important for men to keep an eye on their breast tissue because breast cancer can happen in men as well. So definitely men and women, know what your breasts are normally like and keep an eye out for any changes.
Well, Dr. Wigginton, is there anything that you would like to mention before we wrap up?
Yeah, I guess sometimes I hear from women, oh, I'm nervous about mammograms. I've heard they're uncomfortable, but something to remember is it's temporary. It might be a little bit of a squeezing sensation, but it'll be over before you know it, and it just might save your life. Doctor,
thank you so much for joining us here on CI Newsday this afternoon.
Thank you.
Well, for more on this interview, more information, head on over to ciproud.com. We'll have all of that listed there for you. If you missed those locations, no problem. We'll have them listed. Don't go anywhere. CI Newsday. We'll be right back.